Thank you to SwitchBot for sponsoring today's video and making this literally the most fun sponsored segment to film ever. So I love using SwitchBot's products to make my home smarter. This month, I'm going to be showing you their LED strip light and their color bulb. The cool thing about these products is that they are compatible with smart assistants like Alexa, Siri, Google Home, and others. And you can adjust the color, the brightness, the ambiance with a voice command. Are you wondering what color to choose for your LED strip light? With the SwitchBot app, you can choose from a huge variety of scenes and themes. You can also set up custom colors. Dan set up some custom colors to go red, blue flashing like police cars for my kids. They think it's the coolest thing. I attached my LED strip light to the back of my TV to enhance our viewing environment and also to reduce eye fatigue. But also, again, it gives us like this option to have so many fun colors. One of the coolest features of the SwitchBot LED strip light is that you can connect it to this music mode, and the lights are listening to the music that's playing and like giving you vibes and adjusting. Like, it's just so much fun. The color bulbs are also really handy. You can create a group of color bulbs like I did it with these 4 in my kitchen. And then you can activate them instantly with the tap of a button via the SwitchBot app. And this is also so handy if you are planning to go on a holiday and you just want to be able to switch your lights on and off. You can do that from the app in your phone, no matter where you are. I'm gonna leave a link in my description box and in the pinned comment where you can get the SwitchBot lights and all the other SwitchBot products. You can get them from their site, but they are also on Amazon. And now with the Amazon Prime Day sales, you can even get them at a discount. So yeah, they made my day better. It was really fun to play with. So thank you to SwitchBot once again for sponsoring us. And thank you guys for supporting our sponsors, because that also really helps our channel. That's it, party time over. Now on to today's video. Hi, welcome to Jovie's home. Recently, Dan and I traveled to Turin in Italy to attend the Eurovision Song Festival, or the song contest, and we had an amazing time and a really great trip. But on that trip, we definitely noticed that we were missing a few things, and we were having like a little bit of a, shall we say, culture shock between the Netherlands and Italy while we were there. So today, I wanted to make this video with 7 things that we really missed about the Netherlands while we were working in Italy. So if that sounds good to you, then why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. The first thing that we noticed, and we really missed, was no free tap water. Like, that was a little bit of a strange thing for us, because like, I understand if you go to a restaurant and you just ask for tap water and you don't buy any food or you don't get any other drinks, that they say, well, you know, you can't just have a tap water. Okay, that's fine, fair. But I'm talking about like when we would go to restaurants, like order meals, and we would order like a bottle of wine, we still could not get a glass of tap water. Like, you were forced to order a bottle of water. And now I personally really hate bottled water in the sense that I don't want to contribute to buying plastic as much as I can avoid it. So when I see bottled water and I'm forced to buy bottles of water, like, part of me like aches inside. But anyway, no, in the Netherlands, yeah, you can definitely get some tap water if you want it. You can also get bottled water, but tap water is not like a weird thing to request. And we definitely felt like that was when we were in Italy, and we missed it. So there you go. Let me know if that. I remember when we just like got off the plane, we landed in Turin and we got in the taxi, and Dan was he was so adorable. I loved it. He was like super excited. Of course I was too. And we were trying to communicate with the taxi driver. So Dan was just like, okay, so can you recommend some restaurants that we have to like try while we're here? And there was just like radio silence, you know, and Dan looked at me and like, I was just like, no, he doesn't speak English. And I feel like in that moment, I just saw Dan's mind like, because he was like, wait a minute, are you telling me that like not everybody in Italy speaks English the way that everybody in the Netherlands does. Like, Dutch people speak really good English, and this is what I've been talking about for so many years already on my channel. Like, no, when you go to any country, really, in my experience, outside of the Netherlands, within Europe, where English is not their like main language, it's very hard to find somebody that does speak English. So this taxi driver was just like, So Dutch people, like, really, thank you again. Like, I feel like you're awesome with your language skills, and it's really appreciated, and it makes it real easy when people come to visit the Netherlands. If they don't speak Dutch, if they speak a little bit of English, that they can communicate, and this is incredibly valuable. So let's talk about how things were organized. I'm talking about the organization during Eurovision. So we had gone to Eurovision last year in Rotterdam and experienced like Dutch organization. Like, everything was like boop, boop, boop. Like, we knew where we needed to be. Everybody, like, all the rules were clear. All the instructions were clear. The staff was briefed. Our experience in Torino was not that. And it just felt like everything was just incredibly disorganized and incredibly messy. And again, I have to acknowledge, I don't know if this is like an Italian experience or if it's like a Eurovision Italy experience, but it was incredibly frustrating to work in Italy. For example, the press center where we were working out of, the only office that we had in Italy, it says that it was open from 8 a.m. to like whatever, 8 p.m. And then you would arrive there at noon and suddenly they would just say like, oh, the press center doesn't open until 2 this day. What do you mean it doesn't open until 2? Why not? I mean, and with no rhyme or reason, you know? And then you could ask another person and be like, oh yeah, for sure, come on in. And it's just like, you don't know who to trust. Everything was just disorganized and messy. And again, I'm not blaming like anybody. I'm just saying that our experience was that things were very disorganized. Guys, I was just wrapping up the video. I was doing the outro and then I remembered, and I have to tell you this about the organization. In the club that we went to, you had to stand in one line to go to like the casa, the cash register. And then you would tell that person all the drinks that you were going to be buying throughout the whole night, right? So like you would tell them like, I'm going to have, I don't know, 3 vodka sodas, 2 bottles of water, and whatever you're going to have. And you pay for that all up in advance. And then they print out like a little paper receipt. Then you have to carry that receipt with you the whole night. And then you take that receipt, you go stand in another line to order your drink. And then you give the bartender that receipt, and then they just like scratch off like whatever they gave you. What the fuck? Like, how disorganized? Like, it was so frustrating because you in these clubs, like, there was the long lines. Okay, there was like, they were full, they were packed. It was very exciting times. The stuff was full, so you have to stand from one like super long line for 30 minutes, like to get to the casa to tell them what you're gonna pay or like drink, and then only to have to go stand in another line to actually order. Like, very frustrating and like very like, where's the logic here? Why? And then also, who the hell knows at the beginning of the night what you're gonna want to drink like the whole time? Like, we sure didn't. Like, I don't know, am I gonna have 2 bottles of water or 6? Like, I don't know. Like, how good is the music gonna be? How much am I gonna be dancing? I might need more. I might need less. Like, I don't know. How strong are the drinks? Do I need a double shot or a single shot? Like, I don't know. So when you're forced to do stuff like that and like pay for that in advance, like, it was just super weird. And it was just like, where's the logic here? Where's the organization here? We just didn't get it. So anyway, I had to put that in because that was something that just like, I was triggered. But anyway, we still had fun. Despite the obstacles, we still had a really good time. For the most part, within the Netherlands, I have never struggled to get either Wi-Fi or using my 4G or 5G or whatever G, but like, the Wi-Fi is reliable and my cell phone service is reliable. And in Italy, we did not feel this. The location where we were had Wi-Fi, but it was super slow and not very reliable. So then I switched to just using everything on my 5G, like from my phone. which also then wasn't as reliable. Now, I don't know if it's the Italian networks, or I don't know if it's the location where we were or what it was, but both Dan and I really noticed that we could not be sure that we would have reliable internet at all times, like if we wanted it, the way that we can in the Netherlands. And yeah, this was just another thing that we were like, that's different. And we missed home, even though we were having like the best time ever. Like it was so much fun, but we missed it. So one of the things that we were doing is like you work all day, and then part of your work is also, of course, going to the Eurovision, Euro Village or the Euro clubs. And that, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like it's really fun. Okay, it was super, super, super fun. We had such a good time. But then, you know, you're staying out quite late. Like we were coming home 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And it was great, but we were hungry. And you know what we missed? Snack machines, and like the Fabo and the like all those machines in the train stations where you can just like get like a warm snack, like a frikandel or like a whatever, like a bitterball, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've gone out and enjoyed nightlife. You need some snacks on the way home. You can't be waiting until the breakfast place opens at 9 a.m. That just doesn't work. So we were really missing having access to late night snacks. Like we asked like the taxi driver, like, can you take us to any restaurant, like any place that is open in Torino, like 24 hours or like whatever, like just so we can get some food. Didn't exist. We're like, okay, is there a machine that we can like get some snacks? Nope, didn't exist. Even within our hotel that had breakfast served, like we went to the reception and we're like, please, like I know breakfast doesn't open for a few hours, but can we just get like a roll or like a piece of bread, just like a something? And they were like, no, it's not open. And I was like, dude, come on. So yeah, we really appreciate now, like more so than ever, Dutch snack machines, especially after a late night out, because these are so good. The last two things I'm going to mention, okay, these are kind of related to each other. The first thing, we arrived and it was real warm. It was really, really hot in our hotel room, and we had, you know, an air conditioning unit. So we were trying to figure out how can we put the air conditioning on. Only to have to call reception and be told that in Italy, they have some special laws in place. Namely, you cannot turn the air conditioning on until the weather forecast says that it's going to be 25 degrees on that day. So it doesn't matter that it's like 1 million degrees in your room because the sun is like heating it, you know, it doesn't matter what the temperature inside is. If the temperature outside is not 25, you cannot use air conditioning. Now, I get it. For environmental purposes, I get this law. I understand where it comes from, and I think that perhaps it's a good idea. However, it does not mean that we did not think like, oh, in the Netherlands, we don't have laws like this. In the Netherlands, we can use our air conditioning, if we have it, whenever we want it, you know? Like, imagine on the flip side, if they said, like, you can't turn the heating on until it's, you know, 4 degrees outside. Like, some people are cold earlier. Like, you might want to turn on your heating sooner, or you might want to turn on your air conditioning, or whatever. But yeah, we definitely appreciate that in the Netherlands, at least to our knowledge, there's no laws regarding how you can cool or heat your home or your hotel or whatever. So the last point goes with this point, okay? So we were hot and sweaty. We were just like deodoranting ourselves at all moments. But we also noticed that maybe not everybody around us, the locals maybe, they were not as committed to using deodorant. So there was a lot of smelly people around, and we were just saying like, oh, we appreciate that in the Netherlands we can all buy deodorant. We have easy access to deodorant. And we don't have so much experience with a smelly people. I'm gonna get canceled for this video. But I said it. I said it because I felt it and I smelled it. And Dan did too, so I feel like we can make this statement because this was our experience. And I'm sure that a lot of people in Italy also do use deodorant. And I mean, come on, like perfume and like lovely things happen in Italy too. But for our purposes, we were missing the commitment to using deodorant that people in the Netherlands seem to have. All that said, we also did enjoy a lot of things in Italy that we don't have in the Netherlands, and we had a fantastic time. Just off the top of my head, this is not something that I prepared, but Dan and I really enjoyed the food. Food was great, A++. I also had my hair done a couple of times, like just blow dried, you know, before we went to certain big events, like the red carpet or the turquoise carpet for Eurovision, or we did we had a really big TikTok party that we attended, and I just wanted to have my hair done like blow dried nicer because, as I was saying, in our hotel room, it was really hot, and if I tried to blow dry my hair, it just frizzed. It did not look nice, so I wanted that, and we ended up going to an Italian salon and had a lovely treatment, and the prices were also really good there too. Like I felt like things were a lot cheaper than they are in the Netherlands. So yeah, the spa services were great. We did a bit of shopping. That was pretty nice. So yeah, food. Oh, and the nightlife, that was really fun. We went out to a lot of different places and people were really into it and like really gezellig, and you know, it was great. Thank you guys so much for listening, to watching our videos, to giving Dan and me a platform on social media, for giving us a space here, because you guys enable us to get to do these kind of things. So I'm always really, really grateful to you for everything that you've done to contribute to our lives being what they are. So thank you guys so much for that. And also thank you so much for watching today. Thanks for clicking on this video. I know that we don't post regularly anymore. In case you're interested, life update. Things are going really great at my new job, and I'm so creatively inspired and busy all the time and working on a lot of really, really great things. But it just doesn't leave a lot of time then for filming here. But we're trying. We're really trying to just like keep the content going. And once there is something that we want to talk about, or we're inspired to make a video about something, we will continue to post it. So we are not leaving YouTube. We are just not as regular on YouTube as we were before and as we would like to be, but that's just life at this moment. So thank you guys for sticking around and for being here. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming over today and spending some time with us. I hope you liked it. I hope you're not too offended. Italians, I love you. It was great. Dutch people, I love living here and being like, the organization is just like, it really fits with me. So thank you so much once again to our sponsor SwitchBot for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you check out their Amazon Prime Day sales, and if you want to, use the link in our description. That helps us out a lot. And yeah, we will see you in the next one, which hopefully will be real soon. Bye!